And this morning, we continue to honor Officer Brandon Stalker's life. We conclude our series this morning with a message from his family. The young officer had high hopes for moving up in the police department. Instead, he's leaving behind a legacy of love. I take a look at how his family hopes this will inspire others. Brandon Stalker was often outnumbered.
He was able to hold his own. He spent a lot of time with the women. It would be Cosette, myself, my girls, and Brandon. He'd often be the only boy in the situation.
Perhaps an army of tough women was the best training Brandon could receive.
I miss him every day. I miss his smile, mostly. Just the love and doing things with him.
For his oath to protect and serve, the young father of two got his fateful assignment to serve a year ago in the afternoon hours of January 18th, 2021.
He has a gun. He's going inside the house right now.
He worked to keep Toledo safe as SWAT tried to force an arson suspect out of his home. They fired tear gas, and the man came out firing 2 guns. A bullet struck Brandon's head. He was just 24 years old. His family was just devastated.
I had tried to call Cosette and she didn't answer, and I already knew. And then I tried to call Ashley and she didn't answer. And my heart just dropped.
While one mother's heart was breaking,
My son did his job.
another mother's heart searched for answers to tell her 7-year-old daughter.
I fell to my knees because it hurts me, yes, but it hurts me more for Kenna than it does anything.
Together, Cosette and Becca told Kenna her daddy got hurt at work and he's in heaven now.
She cried. Instantly, she cried. Because I think she knew.
Grief has the power to transform, especially 1 year later. It can transform the meaning of community.
Well, I've always instilled this in Brandon, though, you know, to be there for others, you know what I mean, and help others and be there for everybody. And to have it come back to us is you know, I don't know if it's God's will, you know what I mean, but it's amazing because this is what I've instilled in my son.
The outpouring of love from the community is unbelievable.
It can deepen a friendship.
I think part of me just wanted to always let her know that it's okay to not be okay. I never want to say to her, you know, like, oh, I understand, I know what you feel like, because I don't know what it feels like to lose your only child. But I always wanted to know that I'm there.
Even transforming how you understand yourself.
How strong I am is a big thing because I found myself to try and help other people, you know, more, and that have lost someone.
Grief feels a lot like love with no place to go. But someone is letting love create some big career goals.
It would take a lot, honestly. But if those are her dreams, then I would, you know, want her to fulfill them. I don't want her to be scared of anything, and she's not. She is definitely fearless.
Because this little girl wants to step into her daddy's shoes.
She talks about the police, TPD, actually saving Brandon's spot for her. She goes, I know they're gonna save Daddy's spot for me. So if you ask her what she wants to be, it's a police officer.
I love you, Dad, and I got you 6 times.
Whole family watching Brandon 6, and you know Brandon's fiancée Ashley continues to honor him with determination and random acts of kindness in his name. She's moved to Cleveland with a fresh start with their son Grayson, now a year old. He looks a lot like Brandon, and Cosette tells me until she's reunited with her son, she started a scholarship fund in his name at Whitmer High. Both women invite everyone to join them.
Definitely such beautiful stories that you've put together, Ariel. Thank you so much for doing that. And you know, so often when these tragedies happen, right away the community surrounds the family and they are there. Are they still feeling that love and support here locally?
Well, you know, it's really incredible, Tiffany, because Cosette, I was texting her after the vigil and then, of course, looking through her Facebook, and she says she's so appreciative because they have felt the community support for all 365 days and then some. So it's really incredible to see that.
And Ariel, when you showed the picture of Kenna in front of the squad car, and then that transition to her father, it almost works in the fact that maybe she will grow up and want to follow in his footsteps, not just something she's feeling now, but for years to come down the road.
She's 8 years old, but she is very determined about this, you know, and if you look at Keith Dressel's son, he similarly wants to join the Toledo Police Department. So I think that these officers have left big legacies behind to their kids, and we're seeing that in action.
Ariel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back.